First of all, what's up? Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today? Welcome back. I am back. It's your girl Jay, and we back in effect with another round. Hello. Please come in. Welcome in. Make yourself at home. It's been a minute, but we are back to do everything that we got to do and talk about this season or whatnot of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, we are back. The girls are back, and we are about to get into it. So, without any further ado, please let me get my housekeeping out my way. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, hit that notification button so you can stay up to date when we drop these videos, lives, and everything else that we have going on coming up with you guys and all. Excuse me. But yes, we are about to get into it. The girls are finally back. We are back with season 15. And yes, it starts off with a nice little bang. We get a nice little montage of the night of Ross's birthday party, 40th Harlem themed birthday party. And yes, Ross is Sonya's husband. So we get that montage to start off the episode. And that is to let us know what is to come later on. Okay. Child, the girls is getting into it. Hey, everybody, come on in. Make sure y'all throw some hearts in the chat for me real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me do something real quick. 2 seconds. Woo, child, there's so much going on in the world. All right, your girl got so much going on. It's a lot of going on at my house, and it's a lot going on in the world. But anyways, back to the housewives world, okay? So we're back. And like I said, the episode starts off with the montage of the night's events. So that's why we're going to end the episode the same way we're going to start, baby. And the next scene is 4 days prior to Ross's birthday. And we at Chateau Sheree's house. And guess who is at the door? Martell, okay, baby. I don't know how he done made his way up from Huntsville, Alabama, all the way up to Atlanta, but I have an inkling that he trying to stay as close to Melody as possible, and Sheree is his bait, or his little reason to come up there, as we can say. But I really think it's to be close to Melody. Okay, because you know Melody likes to spend time in the A with her brother and everything else she got going on. And I'm pretty sure she got her music linked to the A because ain't much going on in Huntsville. So I know, I know that's why Martell is trying to find his way to the A. And Sheree is his ticket there. Child, it only gets shadier from here, girl. Okay, let's go on. Sheree surprises him with a personal chef. However, Martell, he thinks it's a little three-way action about to happen. I don't even know how he thought that far into their relationship when they can't even figure out if they're an actual couple or just friends or dating or what they doing. But shoot, baby, he thought he was about to get a three-way, and he was sadly disappointed because all he got was some seafood egg rolls and some blackened salmon. Okay, so they have a discussion about how the party, Ross's party's coming up, and Sheree invites him over, and as all this is going on, they happen to proceed to talk about Candy and Todd because Sheree's been having her little beef with Candy since last season. So they speak on Candy and Todd, and Martell has the nerves to sit here and call Todd an opportunist because Candy had said that he was an opportunist. Child, ain't that the kettle calling the black, calling the kettle, calling the pot, whatever that saying is, that's what that is, okay? In in the midst of all of this, though, Sheree had to let us know that how she likes Martell is all them muscles that he got. He got good conversation, and yeah, he displaying that BDE. And why the camera people is so shady? Why they gonna zoom in on his package? Like, I noticed he was wearing them She by Sheree because she made sure that she's gonna make a little extra in the front for it, make it look good. But they sure enough zoomed in on all that. Child, I have no clue what's happening with this show already, but why are we zooming in on Martell's package? Okay. On a side note though, Sheree, baby, that body yaddy yaddy, sweetie. I don't know if it's the Shein. I mean the She by Sheree. Shein by Sheree is making that body look good. But baby, I need your workout plan. That's actually what you need to be selling is a daggone workout plan because that booty in each scene was getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if it was just me or what she was wearing, but I was like, okay, I need to be on Sheree's workout plan because mama got it going on. I ain't gonna even lie. In the next scene, we see Candy. We at with the excuse me. I'm speaking too fast. I'm trying to get through this quickly. But in the next scene, we with Candy Coated Click back again. All right, we got Carmen and Don Juan at Candy's house, and they having a conversation. Of course, that conversation happens to delve into Sheree and her business and the lack there is. Okay, and the lack of payments and that Sheree seems to be making to the people. Okay, the people ain't getting paid, and that's why we get this Shein by Sheree that she's charging, $umpteen for. Okay, baby. I don't know what kind of workout. I just know if I'm gonna pay like 200 and something dollars for some workout clothes, that thing better have me snatched just from putting it on. I don't need to work out. Okay, I don't need to work out. The clothes just need to have me snatched every time I put it on. It need to be a faja. That's what I expect to be ordering. Okay. Hello, the faja was even cheaper than Sheree stuff. Yes. No, and Carmen's not working with Candy anymore. She came by for a visit. You know, they was catching up and whatnot. They're not working together anymore, as far as I know right now. But she popped in. It was good to see her again. She looking good. I ain't gonna lie, Carmen is back on her thing and looking stress free from not working with Candy. You know, sometimes when you're working with the peoples that you love the most, it's stressful. Okay, and we'll get into that later. Cause Sonya, child, she got the people, she got the family working with her, and so the people are stressed. All right. So we move from Candy's talking with Carmen and Don Juan, and Manetta and Kenya show up. So they slide through, and Manetta had confessed that she had had a conversation with Marlo, and Candy was not happy about the conversation that they seemed to have. But Manetta is like, I just need to know, hear both sides out. I don't want to just be living off of one side. So I'll just do her the honor of hearing her out. So they have a little kiki about it, joke back and forth or whatnot. But Mayana does not appreciate being called whatever she was called by Candy. Then we get into Kenya and her new boo that she had met through Heath, who is Manietta's husband. They had been out to his birthday party just recently. And Kenya says he's making her feel things, in those areas that she haven't felt in a long time. She's been separated from her estranged husband since 2019, and now she's feeling the juices percolating back in her all over again and stuff. So this new boo got her thinking about life all over again and love. And we'll see how that goes as we move forward. We'll see how Mr. New Boo do. All right. And child, Martell, I guess Martell is really going to be the storyline of the season. I really don't know why we giving him so much time because we got to see him in Huntsville already. But Martell is the storyline of the season. So the girls get to talking about how Martell is all around the A and doing his thing and whatever he be doing in the A. And it's not just with Sheree. Okay. And he has actually slid into Kenya's DMs. However, when the camera panned in, she had not accepted it. So in the meantime, he must have erased it. But I do believe he slid into them DMs while it's no longer there. And because being that she hasn't accepted him, it shouldn't be a reason for the DM to be there anyway. So I'm curious to know what he erased up out of there. And I know he hurry up and did it before he decided he gonna talk to Sheree. If not, soon as Sheree gave him the opportunity, he sure enough deleted it. He's boy, you're good. You're quick on your feet. It was good. All right. Meanwhile, oh no, let me not back this up because of course, it will not be a Housewives episode if Candy don't drop some tears on somebody. Okay. And I don't want to miss this part too because Kenya actually dropped the big gem in this part, but she gets to talking about how Todd is working on a movie now, and you know how Candy is. She money making Candy. She ain't got time to be doing for time. She really don't have time for time. She's also exposed how, you know, Aces has already complained about her not really spending time with him as well. And I get it. As a mother who has been on her hustle so strong to make sure that her kids have a certain lifestyle, that she maintains her own lifestyle, it can get hard. You know, just as single mothers trying to balance it out, sometimes it gets hard. So being a new mother all over again of two, plus all the projects that she got on. She got Candy Coated Lights, she got Bedroom Candy, she got her acting, her stage play, her singing, and of course during the filming of this show, she was filming and doing the SWV and Escape show. So she's been busy, 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 busy. And that comes with a price of neglecting family a little bit. But Kenya, and I had to make sure I dropped this is because Kenya made some very wise advice, sisterly advice, she called it. She said, make sure you got to make time for your husband. And so in relationships, this often happens that we get so consumed with our day to day, our work, ourselves, and all these things that we start to fall short on doing some of the things that got us in a relationship the first time, got us a family in the first place. And so we do have to take time for ourselves and our family to make sure that they're getting that attention and that love that they need, that support. And we kind of see this, and I'll talk about this when we have the Brat Loves Judy talk, is that, you know, the Brat, I mean, not the Brat, but the Judy had the same issue with her daughter, is that she was providing a better life for her child. So she was putting all her time and a lot of it into making sure that her kids have the best in life, go to the best schools, you know, have the best clothes, can eat good, all these things. And it's a lot of times that came with the price of her missing out on what the children might deem important in life. I don't think Judy missed out on important days, and I don't think that Candy is missing out on important days. But sometimes children just want your time and your energy and your presence, like not just your physical presence, but you actually mentally present with them in all the little things that they do. And sometimes we just got to put some of our busyness, our money making time to the side and make sure we give quality time that is valuable to the child as they're developing early in their life. Because as we see, like with Judy, that sometimes they still feel away, even though we're doing everything that we possibly can to make them not, we're gonna fall short. So I don't want her to feel too hard on herself for doing the best that she, you know, doing all she can to make sure they got the best. But actually she still just needs to put some of time to the side, just family time, this designated family time. And I like a lot of these girls do struggle with this. I believe it's going to be coming up a lot in the season on balancing the two, family and work. It is not an easy juggle, but y'all hear me say it a lot on this channel. You have to find ways to balance a lot of things in life. Life is about balancing. And it's not always an easy thing that we do, especially as parents, as moms, but somehow we have to figure out a way to do it. Meanwhile, at Sonya and Ross's Full House, child, they got a whole thing going on. They at max capacity at that daggone house. They got everybody living there. It's Ross, it's Sonya, the mama, the daddy, the cousin, the uncle, the sister, the brother, the nappy-headed mother down the street. It's everybody living at Sonya house, okay? She said she got everybody there. All they need is a dog now. So she got this whole thing going on. That whole family is living under one roof. So it's her husband, her sister, her husband, her mom and her husband, the kids and they siblings and cousins and everything. So it's a packed house over there. And here's another thing. When we have these packed house, we have these unity things. It is fine and dandy for a part because yes, it does help people in the family stay with opportunities, work and whatnot. But the problem that Sonya is having, especially with her brother-in-law and her sister's contingency is coming into play, is that you're like leasing out or you're employing your family, which is a great thing. Okay. Or my family does it all the time. But when we live together, it's hard to separate work from business a lot of times. And that's where we starting to have this problem with Sonya because Sonya doesn't know she blurs the lines between life and work business life, you know. And so for her, when she come home, it's at any time of the hour, any day, you know, and it's like, I need this done, I need that done, I need that done, and it's disrupting what's going on in the house. So there was a little back and forth between her and her sister, so we'll see how that plays out through the rest of the season, because obviously people are getting tired of it. But it's like, on Sonya's end, well, I'm kind of providing your way and you're living in my house. And on the sister end, I get it, because it's like you're disrupting the orderly conduct that we do have in your house. We do have this thing. We have a routine with the kids. We have a routine from when we're not working and when we are working, and you just come in and disrupt it. So we'll see how that goes moving forward. Anyway, so we get a couple of days closer to the party. All the ladies are picking out their outfits. We back at Candy's house, and a few sparks between her and Todd over, you know, again, working over family time. And so this time it's in reverse, where Candy is trying to have the family time and now Todd is working. And like I say, Todd is on this project. He's all about the project. He wants Candy involved with the project. I guess this is his quote unquote way of doing it, to try to say, okay, if you go ahead and help me with this project during family time real quick, I can quickly get to family time. I have no clue of why he's doing it at that time, but Candy was not having it, child. She was singing songs and everything. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. She was doing Negro spirituals and all. Shoot. I'm not playing with Candy right now. I'm not playing with Candy right now, okay? She was pissed. Todd had her hot, okay? You need to stop playing. Shoot, back at Marla house, and she's having dinner. Well, the boys are making dinner for her, and they seem to be doing good. I'm really proud that they are stable. They are adjusting to being in a stable home. And Miss Sharon stopped by. She is a life coach for Marlo and the boys, and she's there to help further their bond. And they finalized their mission statement. And this gentle parenting, I guess, is something new. I never heard of it with the term, but I know it is something that I did practice with my daughter, because as she got older, it was better that we just had open dialogue and open communication, instead of just what I say goes and you do it. It was better to let her develop as a growing adult and a person. So it was good to see that they're all coming together as a unit. The boys look extremely happy, and you know, glad that they are in this house on a regular. Back at Sheree's house, Sonya stops through for the workout together. And like I said earlier, okay, Sheree's butt looked like it was getting bigger by each scene, because by this scene, I didn't know who Sheree was, okay? She had yams. I don't know what they doing down in Atlanta, but them yams be yamming, okay? So we get introduced back to Courtney, who is introduced as a friend of Sheree's. She sit here, and Courtney too got an issue with Candy, child. She just got here and got an issue with Candy, talking about Candy calling around and asking about her, and how do they know each other and all this, which is kind of odd. I'm like, why would Candy be asking why Courtney going around saying that they friends? But child, that's neither here nor there. But by the end of this episode, it will be here. And somebody will be over there, okay? But you know, Sheree tells us how Candy has just way too much time on her hands, because she been making all these spoofs. And I ain't gonna lie, these spoofs have been funny as heck, okay? Candy, keep making them spoofs, because you're doing your daggone thing with them. I be thoroughly entertained, thoroughly. Matter of fact, call me. When I show up in the A, pick up your phone, Candy, because I want to be in one of these spoofs, child. I am not playing with you. I wants to do a spoofs. Okay, because them things be funny. I be dying, especially that one her and Tammy Roman got doing in living color skits. Child, they be having me on the flow. So moving along, Sonya and her mother goes to visit the venue. We found out that she was 60 grand over budget. Okay, she done spent 100 grand on this birthday party. Now, child, I need me some friends like these, because I likes me a good birthday party. I likes me a good party, period. I like me a theme party. And it was really no way The way that she had this party set up, that she was gonna make it in 40,000. I'm just sorry. This party would look good, okay? It looked good. Everybody was dressed to the nines. Everybody was doing their thing. She had all the layout, all the Harlem Nights glam, all of that glam from that time was in place. The theme was going good. She had the tables, and I mean real legit tables. So yes, yes, the 60 grand over. I can see it, but would it be me paying for it? No, I'll go. I'll go. Invite me because I'll surely come. I'll get me an outfit and everything and enjoy myself at the night and have a fun time. But no, I would not be doing no 100 grand, 100,000. Like what 100 grand for a B-day party for the 40th B-day. Thank you, D. 40th B-day party. 100 grand, baby. Unless this is a fundraising party and we making some money back, I can't. I can't. I'm just sorry. And listen, I can't for a number of reasons because I ain't got it. That's one. But even when I do have it, child, listen, we can take a trip around the world for 100 grand. Okay, that's what we'll be doing. One of them days on that trip, we'll party. Okay, that's just me. I'm a little frugal. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I'm a little frugal with it. I love to spend when I want to spend, but we're gonna eat good. I'm gonna tell you that much. We're gonna eat good. That's what we will do. Okay. So I already mentioned Candy Spooks got the girls mad. So we go over that another time. But do you feel me? I will take the trip, baby. I will take the trip, delightful. I'll be gone. And trust, it ain't gonna cost no 100 grand. It'll be 100 grand worth of trip though, that's for sure. So tonight is the night of the big party, and like I say, they look like they was ready, stepping straight into Sugar Ray's nightclub on Harlem Nights. They was ready to get it in, and child, why? Why these people? They it's a hot food because this is the part of the show when I say these girls got reads. They got reads for days, okay? Them confessionals back and forth at this scene. Like all of this episode, they've been going hard on each other in the confessionals. But this particular time, at the very end of this episode, these reads was going all the way in. So let's just child, let's get into it, okay? So Akila, who is Kenya's friends, we get introduced to her when Ralph comes in. Ralph came without Drew. He want to say that Drew got a family emergency, a family crisis, or whatever, so she can't make it. Why the heck can you gonna say Drew is the crisis? Aren't you not family? But she said this in her confessional. I was like, what the hell? Drew is the crisis. But it was real odd because early in the episode, Sonya had made it known that Ralph was the one who RSVP and replied back to the invite, and now he's showing up to the party alone. So I'm almost inclined to believe that Drew probably didn't even know about the party, but we will see. We'll see later on in the season, but I'm really leaning to the fact that Drew didn't even know about the party. Okay. Sheree and Martell show up. I'm combining their name already, child. They just friends. Okay, they just friends. Sheree and Martell show up and we find out that Ralph and Courtney are cousins. Random. Oop, did I freeze? Okay, well, while I'm freezing, hopefully y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me while I'm frozen. Because I have no clue. Put some hearts in the chat if you can hear me. Put some green hearts in the chat if you can hear me. Hey, Chloe. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I feel like I'm froze. So hopefully my screen come back in a second. Let me see if I can check my Wi-Fi real quick. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, let me try to get this. Let me get this going real quick. 2 seconds. We almost done. Okay, y'all can still hear me. Okay. Y'all can still hear me, but I don't know. I guess I froze. Oh, okay. I see that I'm frozen, but y'all can still hear me. Let me try something real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna finish from my phone because I don't know what happened with my computer real quick, but I'm back. All right, so we'll finish up. So, like I said, Sheree and Martell show up to the party. Candy said she talked about Sheree. She said last year Sheree was with community service. Now she with community property. Child, when she said community P, I thought she was gonna say peen. Okay, that's what exactly where my mind went because that's exactly what he is, community peen. All right, but that's neither here nor there. But that's where my mind went. So Sheree said Sheree wants to know why Kenya's so worried about Martell when she need to be worried about Mark not getting that home in the settlement and adding on some baseboards. And then Kenya hit her back with the shade and said that Sheree need her own show called "Watch Me Date These Dumb Dudes." I swear these girls gonna have me reading the reads all season long because this was seriously hilarious. I have no clue of what was really going on with these two, but I mean these three, but the reads was everything to me. I am so sorry that they had me so tickled. I was having trouble just keeping up with the notes because they was going back and forth. Out of all times, my phone want to ring too. Hold on one second. Okay. And so, like at the very end of the episode, the ish starts hitting the fan, and it's from both sides of the room. And I don't know. This $100,000 party is gone to a fight club, so it done turned into $100,000 read. Um, so freaking over on one side of the room, it is Sonya, Courtney, Candy, and Marlo in the cut listening. Okay, they keep handing it to Marlo, just standing like this. What is wrong with these people? I do not know. They are hilarious to be okay. But they got Marlo in the cut, and for whatever reason, Sonya decides at this party that she gonna start the itch because really she started. Okay, she gonna ask Candy, "Well, do you know her?" Speaking about Courtney. Okay. Courtney proceeds to go and tell her, yeah, I heard you been checking about me and this, that, and the third or whatever. So Candy, like, nah, I ain't been checking out you. I know a friend that said they know you. And I'm like, I don't really know you. Okay. That's what it is. I don't really know you. Courtney, well, you, this, that, she bopping like this. Now, you already know, y'all watch Basketball Wives, y'all watch all the things. When us sisters get to boppity bop, 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 somebody trying to get bopped up. Okay. And so Courtney had that energy, and Candy kept trying to ask her, what is the energy about? Why are you talking like this? Like, you're doing a lot right now. Just calm down. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring is Sheree, Kenya, and Manetta. So Manetta tells Sheree, hey, I've been hearing some indiscretions about Martell out here in these Atlanta streets or whatnot. Just be careful, watch your back on that. Sheree tells us, like, oh, Manetta was quiet all last season, so why she piping up now? Okay, so we get back over to across the room with the other altercation, and it's sparking up even more. They steady with the bop, bop, bop. You talking like this, you don't know me, I don't know you, whatever. And Candy is getting heated, and we know how Candy get heated. Okay, when she starts, she's looking around, she's smiling, she's trying to keep it cool, but that voice start trembling a little bit. You already know Candy's ready to pop off. In the meantime, Marlo talk about, oh, this how Candy look like when she covered that B. I'm glad it ain't me this time. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, and then all you see Todd in the back just like looking. He trying not to get into women business, but he see that it's getting a little heated. Yet I'm like, you ain't really stepped in to stop your girl, and I don't know if that's because maybe they don't had like a talk before, like if I'm getting heated with somebody, please don't jump in or not. But I was kind of like, you might want to just step in and diffuse the situation because at this by this point, Candy done called the girl a few couple of bees, and she ready to headbutt her and everything. So it's like, Todd, just get in there, cool your lady down real quick, cause she ain't she's on a good one. And low key, low key, in my opinion, the energy that Courtney was getting, I was even watching how she was talking out the side of her mouth or whatnot, and she was getting bucked like she about that life. I can kind of see why Candy was getting irate because I would probably be the same. Like, child, you don't know me, so don't try me. And you just coming into the situation. So if you're trying to get some camera time, you're gonna get some camera time, okay, along with these hands. But I don't condone violence. I'm just letting y'all know that sometimes my patience run thin, and I can see why in this moment where Candy's is thin because she got all this going on. Like I said, she's dealing with the SUV thing. She's dealing with Todd in that situation. Her baby is crying and she's not spending enough time. She got all these other business going on. I'm pretty sure sleep and everything else is at a minimum. Yeah, and you know she like to eat, so she probably even eating at a minimum too. So yeah, don't mess with Candy right now. Then we close the episode back with things escalating with Sheree and Kenya because now Kenya has mentioned how Martell was in the DMs, and she like, girl, well, let me see the DMs. No, better yet, let's call Martell over here. And Martell couldn't wait to be called over there for his camera time. So that's how the episode ends. So next week we will see where they go because they cut us off with half the stuff they done showed us in the preview already. But we already know that it's gonna get higher in tone. Martell gonna be snapping, Kenya gonna be snapping. Hopefully nobody get to slapping, but we'll see next week how they fare out, okay? And hopefully my daggone internet will stop jumping between all the ones through the house and we can stay on one accord. But thank you guys for joining me for this first episode of Real Housewives. Ready to Love, chat. I've been on them too long. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Be working out some more things, so we'll be getting it back into the flow of everything. I appreciate you guys being here with me. If you are catching this on a replay, please leave a like and comment down below. Let us know how you feel, what you feel about the first episode, how you know, where you see what's happening in the future or whatnot. And we'll get into some more discussions later on. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace and blessings. Love to you all. Have a great week. And I'll see you guys back here on Saturday for another review. And also, I'll be having, like I said, Brat, why is it Brat versus Judy? It's probably because they first episode they kind of feuded, but Brat love Judy dropping soon too as well. So again, thank you guys. See you later. Much peace and love to you all. Bye.